Hello, my name is Marc Placencia. If you don't know who I am a professional tuba player from Phoenix, Arizona in the United States. I currently live near Washington, D.C., and I'm a member of the United States Army Band Pershing Zone. And I have some news to share that I never thought that I would actually share, which is that a composer is going to be writing a piece for me for solo tuba and piano. So Kilian Garrido, who is a young trombone player and composer from Spain, reached out to me on Instagram and asked if he could write me a piece for tuba. And I was intrigued, and I asked him to send me some of his music, and it was exactly what I was looking for. I think it's his writing it's very passionate, it's very romantic, and I think it's a perfect and welcome addition to the tuba repertoire. So he sent me some notes, and that he asked me to pass along, and just so that you guys can learn a little bit about the music that he's writing, which is very programmatic. Bodas de Sangre by Federico García Lorca is a tragedy written in verse and prose that tells the story of a bride who flees with her former lover Leonardo on the day of her wedding to another guy. So this act unleashes a fatal conflict between the families, marked by revenge and death, culminating in a bloody duel. This work explores themes such as fate, passion, honor, and social repression. The work is divided into 3 movements, just like the novel, and each movement has a meaning and a plot within the story. The first movement, called Commitment, has a traditional Andalusian atmosphere, although tense due to the ongoing history. We could say that a rural ambiance is felt. In this, 3 different themes stand out. The first is that of the earth, which is serious and places us in the ancestral origins of the Spanish land. Subsequently, the theme of the mother, which is melancholic, bordering on the funeral, speaks of the mourning in which the mother finds herself. Finally, the theme of love, which musically showcases the feelings of the young woman that she has for a forbidden love. So as you can tell, this music is very programmatic. It follows a story. It's something that you can follow as an audience member. So moving on, the second movement, called The Escape, deals with music that has an atmosphere of growing tension and is very tragic. After the bride's escape, the groom pursues her and encounters 2 figures who will be part of the movement, the moon and death. The moon presents a cold, distant musical image, while death is represented through a funeral march filled with tensions and tragic moments. Finally, the third theme, which is Escape, deals with the young woman's pursuit by her fiancé. It has a pulsating, rhythmic, and frenetic character. And if you know anything about me, it wouldn't surprise you that I requested something with a lot of double tonguing. So this is where that happens. The third movement, called Blood, deals with the pain after the 2 tragic losses. The first theme that appears is that of pain in the form of a tuba cadenza, in the form of a cajillo, expressing inner sorrow through flamenco phrases of a tuba solo that reflect the mourning after the death of both men who faced each other for the bride. It contains elements of the mother theme from the first movement in its introduction. The second theme is Lament and Silence, represented through a funeral march inspired by Romeo and Juliet by Tchaikovsky. The melodies of this march lament the deaths of the men and gradually recede until they fade into the horizon, creating silence after the last chord that leaves the ending open. So, from my point of view, it's a beautiful work for the tuba. It is such a welcome addition to the tuba repertoire. The way that Kilian Garrido conveys the feelings we can find in Lorca's passages to a score for an instrument like the tuba, it's just a very effective piece of music, and I'm really excited to bring it to the world. And the world premiere is going to be at the 2026 United States Army Band Tuba-Euphonium Workshop in Washington, D.C. So if you're going to be in town for the workshop, please come and hear some great music. So again, Kilian, thank you so much for writing this. I'm super excited to perform it, and I hope to see you in February.